Let me go ahead and pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. Wait, Pasta, I don't think you're doing math correctly. But I can't say for sure because I'm not very good at the math myself. Moving that over, moving that over. Aw, but math can sometimes be cool, you know? Math can kick butt sometimes. I'm just really bad at it. Let's get this started. Look at all these fucking Richards. 2017. I played this game in 2017. Well, guess what, Pasta? Video games are also for dweebs. I'm looking at you playing League of Legends. I've got my coffee, I've got my lunchy, and I'm ready to vibe. What, Pasta? You're a dweeb. What? What? No. I be looking. Oh, didn't I do this last time? That's alright. More? Can I get away with another date? You know, that's fair. Internet going down. That's dweeb hours. The internet is being a dweeb. I have myself a nice little lunch. I've got some mozzarella. I've got some mozzarella cubes and some slices of tomato and a nice little salad vinaigrette. It's just tasty. Do we get more Damien time? I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad Book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Huh. Dad, you got a letter. Pasta, it sounds like you need to get good. Cheese is so good. A cheesesteak cannot have too much cheese. Just gobble it down. Gulp that cheese, pretty please. Do not waste it. It was too much? Oh no! You can't stand the cheese. Get good! Gamer! You gotta eat the cheese. It's one of the 3 main dairy blessings that we have in life. Of course, the other 2 being milk and sour cream. Oh, is it from Grandma? I got a letter. No, it's from Damien. Whoa, can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment, folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, this dude goes all out. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads, Dearest Richard, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of the slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. If you want to fuck, that make me happy. It's like, ooh, we're making progress. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unseen, your companionship helped a great deal. Not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit. And for that, I thank you. That said, Richard, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema, followed by a moonlit stroll, would be to your taste. I eagerly wait your response. With great respect, D. Bloodmarch. Swoon, what a guy. Right, Wolfgang? Pasta needs to eat the whole cheesesteak. Hey, I don't... Listen. I can appreciate some good vampire dong, but how dare you, Pasta? Amanda and I both look up from the letter. Wow. He's good. So, you gonna catch a movie with him? Yeah, I better message him on Dad Book and let him know. You know, if I ain't eating it, there was a thing about it. I suppose that's fair, but only because I have your word for it. Nothing else. Amanda slaps my laptop shut. You have to write him back a real letter. But my handwriting looks like 2 toddlers fighting over a crayon. I might send him a snail mail. He might appreciate the gesture.
Yeah.
Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's classy. Amanda and I hop onto my laptop and peruse showtimes. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy. Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2? Classy Clussy. Classy Clussy Gamer Bussy. You know how it is. Evil never dies. I don't know. That sounds kind of stupid. Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into the ennui of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head. Really? Nah, there's just lots of blood and vampire titties. Ooh, we had vampire dong, and now we get vampire titties. Welp, let's roll the dice.
Oh.
I purchase the tickets and print them out, then sit down at the table with Amanda to try drafting a nice letter. I start writing. Damien, I do hope that this letter finds you in good health. Good one, thank you. What's next? I gotta try to stay classy, even though it feels like I'm using too many words. I must confess of my amateur control of the written word.
Oh.
Geez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. I mean, am I doing okay, Amanda? Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. Maybe the first one? I do like that one. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. I wanna fuck too.
Yeah.
Nice. Remember when your son tried a cask of Amontillado, that kid? Wasn't that kind of fucked up? Pasta, no, we can't talk about that. It's his son. His rules. I don't want to bring it up. That might leave a bad taste to my letter. Ask him to hang out already. True art takes time, Amanda. I do like the second one. Well, yeah, no, I do like the second one. Although enamored is a good word, but I'll do the second one. It shows I'm maybe like, I remember some things from college. Like Bruegel's landscape with the fall of Icarus, I find myself lost in your details. Dad. Whoa. Let me, get at that. Let me smash. I saw it on TV. I am not an actually intelligent person. Damn it, Richard! I had faith in you. Bring it home, Pops. Do I want to escort him or should he escort me? I would like to escort him. It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. Smooth. Calling it the cinema is a classy move. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2 Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you will find both titillating and enjoyable. No, I was not smiling because it had the word tit and titillating. I'm like 12. Hard depths. Best wishes. Always the best wishes. And then I sign my name, my full name, fancier that way. It's fancy. Sign it Richard Gaymerman. Delightful. Is this okay? Tibbies. Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. It's pretty sloppy. It's looking solid though. Richard Titties Gaymerman. That's my middle name in college because I have very nice titties. I spelled his name wrong? What? Nah, just trying to keep you on your... Oh, Amanda, thank you. Wolfgang, what are you doing here, you corgi MF? Now all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Can I seal it with tape?
Yes.
What do you mean I'm lucky if you don't make it a quote? You don't have to censor yourself, gamer. We can appreciate some gamer titties here. That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. Maybe I am lucky. Squishes my cheeks. You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. What's that other thing? Amanda pours some of the wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses the small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls the wood away, revealing... Here it is, your sigil. A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. Oh, that's the quote. It would be incorrect, though, to leave it out of context. Richard has nice titties. My Gaymerman... Richard Titties Gaymerman has titties. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch. Well, I guess all there is to do is to deliver it to his doorstep now, huh? Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. Out of context is the best context. Crying, sobbing. That's why we have quotes like that. That's why we have quotes about me freezing to death if I don't eat gummy worms. I'm not a fragile person where I'll freeze to death if I don't eat the gummy wummies. You have a guy? I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. Wait, deadass? Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I'm not a fragile little bean. I can hack into your computer. Hacker voice, I'm in. I can also hack into your phone. It just depends on where you watch me from. I don't want to know if any of this is true. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his door and go back home. I would be so embarrassed doing that, so Richard, Godspeed. Mission accomplished. Now we play the waiting game. Quinge pasta. The night finally rolls around where I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day, he had left another beautifully crafted letter, thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit, and I kind of show up to the theater a little bit early. It's a chilly night, and the theater is kind of crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do? Hello, Damien! I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. You almost gave me a heart attack! How long were you there for? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just walked up. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? Is it gonna rain soon? I didn't hear anything. What? Now I'm just hearing things, but he does need a grand entrance. What can I say? What?
Oh no.
Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Richard's always weird. Are you kidding me? This Gaymerman is weird.
Oh.
He wears weird gamer shirts and has gamer mugs. You have no idea, dude. Please, allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids or perhaps Milk Duds. Let's do it. We get in line to buy snacks, and the only valid snack that you can buy, or two valid snacks that you can buy at cinemas, are cotton candy and those little boxes of like crunch bundles where it's like a crunch candy bar but in little bits, where it's like got the chocolate mix and it's got little bits of the crunchy stuff in it. That shit's good. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Cotton candy, you heard me, Pasta. Ugh, my dad's here. I turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. I'm not cray, I love cotton candy. Blue is the best cotton candy, and if anyone says that cotton candy doesn't have flavor, they are lying to themselves. It does. It sounds like your childhood cinema has to get good, Pasta, because cotton candy is where it's at. Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. And what movie will you be attending tonight? My friends are making me see some kids movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it. Ah! I'm getting a phone call. Hold up. Boo. Nah, it's not a spam caller. It was a call regarding work stuff, so I was like, okay, I guess I'm taking this. Let me just have some cheese with a tomato bite. Ha! Scared you. Fucking got him. Oh no, don't worry, Pasta. It wasn't Nun Boss. Nun Boss has a lot of stuff she needs to do this weekend. She would text me if need be. It was simply a client. Alright, let's get back to it. Didn't mean to interrupt our date with work, but here we are. Let me make sure I'm not going to breathe in some mozzarella. Because again, I had a little bit of mozzarella and tomato. It was very tasty. No, Pasta, we need the clients. That's how the work works, gamer. Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. You? Watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it. Good luck with that, Dad. Lucian rejoins his friends and I look over to Damien. Uh-oh. Good luck with what? It's nothing. My son loves to tease. We wait in line for a little longer and Damien buys us snacks. You're a snack? He seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I can see that he's sweating profusely and gripping his arm seat. Is everything okay? 2 hot dongs and some drinks. Yes, please. Are you okay? Is everything all right? Everything is perfectly fine. I'm so excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. Do you have a favorite horror movie? Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Terrifying. Oh, interesting. That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. Maybe he is a little scared, and maybe I can, like, comfort him and hold his hand, perhaps. I would have expected him to bring up some sort of strange foreign horror film that I've never heard of. My tongue is fucking me. Cringe. Blah. Damien's knuckles are turning white. I never heard of it. I know how to say things. I know how to speak. And I do not sometimes merge 2 words. Listen, I needed to do something to wake my tongue up. Like, saying specific words, specific intonations can help a little with that. Because I'm just really bad at speaking sometimes. And to that I say this stream is intended for mature audiences. Here we say things like penis. Damien's knuckles are turning white. It looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies?
What?
You must be joking. I love horror movies. The lights dim for the film.
Ah!
Damien screams. You say pernus? In this chat, you say pernus? In order to censor yourself, or is it just like an accent? Damien, baby, I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. Damien. Beepus. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice, and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking. The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin. Awaken, my coven! 2 more vampires slide the tops of their stone coffins onto the floor. Brother, is it time? Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. It is time. The 3 look at each other, and then to the camera. For the Vampire Crusade. This rules. The trio of vampires flies off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it's actually a pretty fun flick. We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Romulus, it's good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you. Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood spatters over everything, including the camera. Damien screams again. She want that vampire dink. We say Pernus in chat, Pasta. Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. I immediately blush. Ooh, woo, forgetting about any vampires or blood or vampiric blood. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap. The undead Pernus, thank you very much. I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic, and I got to an extremely scary section. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit that he's afraid of it. I wish he would hold my hand again. Maybe I could do something to try to make him feel more comfortable? I've got it. I'll do what all dads do best. Talk to... No, Richard. Fucking Richard. No. You point out a plot hole. Because if you're able to take the piece of media that is startling you as just that, a piece of media, it allows you to detach yourself somewhat. Did you notice how that guard fired 7 bullets, but his gun only holds 6 bullets? Yes, that is absolutely unforgivable from a filmmaking standpoint. Yay, we can all be pedantic. It's almost unwatchable. It's funny how it's so much easier to point out the tiny mistakes in the work of others than it is to actually go create your own thing, huh? That's me, struggling to create my own things, always. Hey, look, that's an anachronism. The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. Oops. We get to the final scene of the movie where Romulus Badblood and the general... What? I thought it was Romulus Trueblood. What? And the general's wife embraces each other in his crypt. Yay, Wolfgang, you're here for the pedanticism. It appears that the true Vampire Crusade was the Vampire Crusade in our hearts. Our cold, unbeating hearts. Was it bad blood? I thought it was true. My brain's being silly then. Or maybe it's somebody else I'm thinking of. Romulus and the general's wife begin making out. Hard.
What?
The film fades to black and the end appears on screen. But then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover Carmela, who watch the two from afar. The true crusade was the friends we made along the way. You know it. Oh no, twist ending. Our bloodline has been pure for 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3 Evil Must Die Again. More thunder, more ominous organs. The movie fades out again, and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. Damien and I walk out of the movie theater amidst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He is a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survived the encounter. He even seems kind of invigorated. What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to detail in regards to vampiric lore. Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot more vampire titties than I thought there would be. Come, the night is young. Let's take a stroll. Let's go! Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk and the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in the crowded theater. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company. Oh, you... Oh, shucks. No, you. He thinks I'm lovely. Damn. Okay, here comes the smooth response. Thanks.
Oh.
Thank you. No problem.
Ah.
Crushed it. Yeah. High five. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator. Are you getting a little hungry? We could maybe stop off and grab something to eat. Worry not, friend. I have a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery? What? Are we going in there? Fresh blood. And by that, surely you mean like strawberry drinkies? A little bit of Victorian flavor, Richard. Trust me. I do. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare us down as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. My tongue's being dumb again. Strawberry drinkies straight from the necks of two lovers? Is that Richard and Damien? Are they the two lovers? Points fingers together. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it to him. For being in a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. No? JK, unless... Picnicking in a graveyard is an old Victorian tradition. An appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and a picnic basket. Wait, where were you hiding that? Wink. Under my cloak? Oh, right. Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. No, we need to save it for a more romantic time, Wolfgang. A horror movie is not the time to have a picnic unless you're having it where the movie is happening in a park and you're picnicking in the grass. That's good shit. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question, though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie? Why eat movie snacks when we could eat the rich? You know, that's fair, but we need to eat things that we enjoy, right? And that's definitely not the rich. I wasn't. He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I just have never been good at those. I just feel as if, because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films, so I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie. It's quite all right. I actually did find myself enjoying this one, thanks to your help. Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separate from it. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think, gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death, brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life. to savor every second. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. And you're not alone. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. No, but like now we're double not alone, and that's spooky. What is that?
Ah!
I'm not sure. It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly towards us, its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature is getting closer, moving faster.
Ah!
It's a puppy! It's a Wolfgang! It's a puppy! It's you! Oh.
Oh.
It's a dog. Puppy! As it finally comes into the light, the friendliest, dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. I know who owns this dog. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog. Hey. We both look up, not expecting to see Robert. The man. Thanks. Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Did my internet refresh? Whack. It took me to the chat room again, so I was like, hello? Hunting cryptids. What? At least it did for me. So my internet better not be fucky-wucky with me. What? I didn't know you had a dog.
Hey.
This isn't my dog. I found her wandering in the street. I put a leash on her, and now we're walking around this graveyard together. Hunting cryptids.
Oh.
Damien and I share a look.
Oh.
May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though.
Hey.
Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks.
Oh.
My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. No, we're not talking about condoms! If we're talking about pernices, would that be kernderms, Ermagerd? Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs. Victorians loved dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog such as a terrier or a Maltese. Perni is the plural form. Oh, I love that. Condoms. I'm loving this exploration of words we're doing today. I think big dogs are nice too. Yeah, man, dogs are cool. I'm more of a cat person.
Oh.
I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. What say we make our way home? Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it, as my knees aren't what they used to be. He packs up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. What can I say, Pasta? I like cats. I like kitties. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Thank you, ever so kindly, for your company tonight. We are all valid Pasta. Unlike coffee versus tea, cats should never be versus dogs. They're all fun little creatures that we love so much. Damien, it was my pleasure. Richard, if you'll allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Aw, thank you. You're evil, Pasta. Shut up. Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded, monogrammed handkerchief. He presses it into my hand. Wow. Thank you, Damien. I'm gonna wave this at passing ships. Yes! Okay. Drying the tears from my eyes, the ones that I've shed for the people I've lost, of course. A noble purpose. Pasta, I'm not gonna sneeze on this. I would feel so nervous about, like, using it as an actual tissue because of how fancy it is. Damien shuffles his feet. Aww. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you. Someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick I thought that said sneeze because I was thinking about your comment. Fuck, pasta. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. We're gonna open your eccentricities. Emotionally. And we're all gonna be very vulnerable to each other. In a positive way. Oh. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Imagine him grabbing your hand and going for a kiss, but instead it's a sneeze. That would be an accident. I'd forgive him. It happens to the best of us. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. Huh. I unlock the door and step inside.
Hey.
Hi, Amanda. Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. Hey, Dad, what's up? Instead of your hand, it's your pernus. No, we're not sneezing on pernuses in my good Christian Minecraft server. I'm gonna have a slice of tomato and some more cheese. Give me a second. What? I do like it when people turn into bats and fly off into the night. Oh no, we do not talk about snurs or pernus. Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just, Okay, yes. How was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Told you. But, as it turns out, Damien is scared. Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. Scary cool. Yep, he's so cool. It's scary. Nice save, Richard. Yeah. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties? I think I'm misremembering that. Wow, that's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor I you. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for the night. Don't stay up too late, will ya? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. Bye, Amanda. It was such a good date. We did it. How did it go? Cemetery is good. Yeah, baby!
Are you familiar with the works of Corey Feldman? He simply slayed in The Lost Boys.
Was that a fucking pun? I can't believe this guy. We're all werewolves this blessed day. It is a werewolf day. Happy werewolf day. Well, it's been a long werewolf day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. Amanda? Oh, darling! In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. But please, please, just a little. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. Oh, no, One more, and then if I'm not gonna press it after this. Amanda, get out. Okay, I'm not pressing it. Goodbye. I quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. She's just not looking for comfort right now, which is... I want to help, though. She's my daughter. Wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her, but at this point, I'm not going to push it. Only if she wants to talk now. I don't know who to believe between you two. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Okay. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. No, don't talk about it, Richard! So, anything going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer-burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Alright, bye. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh, damn, really storms out. I did not teach you to behave like that. Ugh, kids. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at the picture of Amanda and I hanging on a wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream, and it was like nothing ever happened. Internet just came back 1.5 hours later. That's rough. That's a rough amount of time to wait, dude. I'm sorry. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy.
Oh, no.
Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting has set by now. Ta-da! Dad, It took me... Aww, that's cute. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over, and... This is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So... It's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. Get that cake, Pasta! Start doing squats. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So, you know how Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. The best friend?
Yes.
You got it! Yes! Wow, proud of you. You gotta do it, Pastor. You gotta get that cake. Hey, I thought it was funny.
Huh.
Anyway, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's. On the same night, they all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Yo, that's fucked up of them. Yikes. So, another important piece of information is... God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and, that's a thing. What? Whoa. Just kicked the wall by accident, the same toe you kicked the radio with. Oh, no! That's rough, Pasta. Get off that toe, let it rest. I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you? I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept quiet and kept going about my business. Amanda sighs. No, it's okay. The bed is comfortable, consider. The bed is comfy, cozy, and relaxing. And then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like, simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we're all out of chips and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos. Without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does, and Emma R just like glares at me. Grace, nothing's coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the... gossipy one? I know! Grace is the one nobody really likes, or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck, which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and I immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and... Sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? Yeah, I'm alright. What did she say? Ugh, okay, get a load of this. Emma R says, you know what, let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads, word for word, an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I am trying my hardest to be supportive.
Oh.
They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on red. And then, no, honestly, poor Amanda. Like, Richard is on a roller coaster right now, but he can get off anytime. Amanda's got to deal with this shit. Richard's trying his best, though. Thank you for understanding. Wait, left me on red? What's that? Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply. And I know because there are red receipts. I don't know what red receipts are, but I'm just gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. Left on red. Not left on read? No, it's left on red. Because they read it. She's not trying to steal Emma's boyfriend. Emma's being a hussy. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because at least she's being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. All right, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R's been there since Mom died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyway, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know, it's pretty dumb. No, it's not dumb. No, it's not. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. You're kinda dumb, Wolfgang. You don't understand. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time? Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Real friends don't do that shit. Real friends don't do that shit. Real friends will talk to you. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself, and I wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting the effort in to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I look down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops? Yeah? Thank you. You are always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Aww. My sweet daughter. She's going through so much in life right now, and she'll grow up and go into college, and I'll miss her.
Welcome.
Woo! That was a bonding moment with my daughter because her friends... If this is Dad is on, I'm gonna fucking cry. Ugh. Cringe! Fuck Amazon. All my homies hate Amazon. I'm gonna have a cheese. Hi, this is Steven from Dadmazon. I'm out front with your delivery. Oh, okay, yes, I'll be right down. I'm trying to be a good dad, Pasta. She means so much to me. Wait, no, sorry, I need to put on pants first. I can't find my pants, but I'm wrapped from the waist down in a duvet. Are you cool with that? I can come back tomorrow. No, wait, I'll be right down. I found some sensible capris. Put on pants. Ooh, I got a package. Wonder what it is. Oh, I bet it's that package of socks I ordered. I open up the box and start pulling the packing peanuts out. Man, these socks reek. Okay, that's definitely not socks. It's... butterflies? Butterflies? You got butterflies in the mail? Is it actually for Damien? Is it for Damien and actually he pins the butterflies so he delivered butterflies to his door? Butterflies? Oh boy, I almost don't even know what Amanda was planning on doing with these. Okay, so it was Amanda. Never mind. Hey, Amanda, your box of dead butterflies is here. What's up? Are you sacrificing them? What? You ordered butterflies? You can order dead butterflies online? You're illegal, Wolfgang. Can't even drink. Wait, so these aren't yours? No, but I'm definitely ordering some right now. Okay. Love you. I take a look at the box again. Oh, this is addressed to Damien's house. Got it. Imagine not drinking, couldn't be me. Wah wah. Bring the box to Damien. We'll have a little time together. I should take it over to him. I jog over to Damien's house with the box. I pull back his door knocker, but suddenly the door opens. Mr. Gaymerman! That's me! To what do I owe the pleasure? Whoa, how did you know I was about to knock? I don't know. Oh, okay. Anyways. I think this got delivered to my house by mistake. Eggplants? Oh. I hand him the box and his face lights up. What a wonderful surprise! I was just about to send a strongly worded letter to the courier service about this. Many thanks. Not to pry, but what are you gonna do with those butterflies? Eggplants! There are 3 tiers of things that can be reacted to. There's the shit tier, which isn't really a good reaction, but a bad reaction. There's the meh tier, which is like hearts, it's still cute and does little positive things. And then there's eggplants and sweat drop emojis, which is the highest level of they enjoyed that. So whenever you see that, that means I'm doing good. And that right there was me doing good. Would you like to see? I would. I want to see your butterflies. Alarm bells ringing in my head. This is how you die, Richard Gaymerman. Sure. It's true, Pasta. Damien leads me into his study where he's set up some sort of workstation. Above his desk is a wall of pinned butterflies, moths, and beetles. That's so nice. That looks so nice. Oh, wow. Listen. Nothing wrong with a vampire dong Pernus, vampire Pernus, undead Pernus. That's really something, Damien. I'm quite proud of my little collection. You do all of this yourself? Of course, I find it rather relaxing. How do you... It's simple. Here, let me show you. These aren't ready quite yet. They'll need to be rehydrated overnight, so they're easier to work with. I have some over here that are ready to pin. No, because then that's a double bat pasta. That's cringe. Damien takes a seat at his desk while I hover up behind him. He picks up a little triangular paper package and snips off the edges. He pulls out an all-black butterfly and shows it to me. I'm rather excited about this one. It's a turquoise swallowtail. It flies away from his body. It detaches every time he goes bat mode. He gently opens the wings, spreading the butterfly out on the table. The backs of the wings are a gorgeous iridescent green color. Oh, and the pigment on this one is so nice too. Anyways, pinning a butterfly is actually very simple. It just requires a delicate touch. First, I'll put a pin through the thorax. Damien slides a pin through the middle of the butterfly and places the butterfly on a piece of styrofoam. He carefully arranges the antenna with forceps and begins placing paper and more pins on and around it. He does this so effortlessly that it's almost hypnotic. I have a frame here that I think this one will look quite pretty in, but I'll need to let it sit here for a couple of days until it's ready. And then what? I remove all of the pins and put it on display with the others. I take a closer look at Damien's collection. One with bright blue wings keeps drawing my eye. This one's so pretty. Damien takes it off the wall.
Oh,
Ah, yes, that's a blue morpho. I like blue morphos. A lot of people like blue morphos. They're very shiny, very pretty. He hands the small frame to me. Oh, what's this?
oh,
Here, I think this would look lovely in your home. He's giving me a butterfly. He's pinned. Richard may not appreciate this, but I do. Oh, I couldn't take this. I insist. Believe me, I have more than enough. Thank you. If you ever have an interest in pinning some insects yourself, you know where to find me. We gotta work up to it, Pasta. We're still in the romance stage. We haven't even reached the end yet. I think I'll leave that up to you. I feel like I'd probably break them in half with my butterfingers. Nonsense. You have beautiful, steady hands. You would make a fine taxidermist. Thank you. Am I blushing? I think I'm blushing. Damien walks me to the door and gives me a warm smile as I leave. Do take care of yourself, Richard. Thanks for allowing me to share my odd little hobby with you. Eee, good times.
Welcome. You've got dads.
That was fun. Okay, so I already did that. And I already did this. So maybe I can do the one with Dad Manda real quick, and maybe something will come from it. Like a daughter-father bonding time. Hi, Richard. It's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day, Dad Manda. I'm delighted to see you've signed up for Dad Book. They've recently added this exciting new messenger service, so you may find yourself receiving messages from other dads like myself. Take care not to miss them. Oh, maybe this is part of the Dad Rector's cut? Because I swear I do not remember the messaging system. Amanda? Is that you? What are you doing on Dad Book? Why, Richard, I never. We've known each other since business school. How could you possibly confuse me for your amazing and talented and easy-to-buy things for daughter? Though I am, of course, flattered. You should buy Amanda more things. Amanda, you know I didn't go to business school. I barely even managed to get my degree. Wait. No? Wow. I didn't say that. You never heard that. This is gold. I swear I was a great student, I swear. I graduated at the top of my class because I worked hard and ate all my vegetables. Totally holding on to this for later. Wait, do you even remember what I majored in? Ah, girl. I declined to comment. Cool. Cool. Thank you, Dad Manda. More Damien? Ooh, we've already got 2 hearts. Sorry, I was just interested in all the information about him. Foreign art house horror? He's lying about that though, right? Mortality salience? Oh, fucking words. Get a load of this guy. Delightful. He wanted to be a bat when he grew up. See, Pasta? Delightful. Wait. Okay, so if I do the 3rd date, then that means that I'm done with his route? What would I do at that point? I could potentially try another route, or I could just end the stream early, but I wouldn't want to end the stream early. He's the Batman. I kind of want to go through his route and then maybe pither around. No, but listen, I don't think that this would take like an hour and a half, Pasta. We still have time for other stuff. Perhaps I could play another game for a little bit, or I could go through Joseph's route in order to be self-indulgent. Pasta! Pasta! Quench! You know, I might do that. I'm gonna finish with Damien. We'll see how long that takes. And then if I have time, I will maybe hang out with Joseph and his kids for a little while. Which is a totally valid and normal thing for me to want to do. Quirky lab assistant from NCIS. I know Abby. I know NCIS. I know TV shows. Ever since we had that picnic in the graveyard, Damien and I have been spending a lot of time together. We go on nighttime strolls pretty regularly. He was so impressed with the first letter I wrote him that he insisted we only communicate by post instead of through Dad Book. I initially protested, but he gave me one of his old signet rings to use as a seal for my letters, and I just couldn't say no. Hanging out with that goth dad again? Please, Amanda, you know his name. And yes, I am. Be honest with me here, Pops. Is he actually a vampire? I remember you inviting him into our household that one time, and I've seen The Lost Boys, and I honestly would have preferred trying to see if he could have walked through the threshold of our home under his own power. Yes, Amanda, I've become Damien's familiar. I am compelled under his curse. I'm sorry, sweetie. Turn into a bat. I don't think...
Ugh.
What's the point of being a vampire if you can't turn into a bat? Well, okay, I'm off. Are you taking the car, or are you flying off into the night on leathery wings of a bat? One of those. While I'm out, can you throw away the garlic bread that's in the freezer so I don't die? That would be great. I'm keeping it there as insurance. You understand, right? That's my girl. Goodbye. Nice little beachfront. Damien and I walk along the water's edge, chatting. Damien's cloak. He hates it when people call it a cape. Damien's cloak flutters behind him in the breeze. This is gonna seem like a silly question, but why do goths wear black? Gothic subculture has always been associated with death, so it would make sense that the style surrounding it would be greatly influenced by mourning. Interestingly enough, though, was that in the Victorian era, Queen Victoria herself mourned the death of her late husband for 10 whole years, wearing black for the rest of her life. If that's not goth, I don't know what is. I have another question. Go ahead. How are you so comfortable with death? You mentioned in the graveyard that it helps you appreciate your life, or something? I've experienced several losses over the course of my life, and I truly believe that the only manageable way, to cope with it is to accept that death is simply a part of living. It's the single universal truth for every human who has ever lived. I'm going to die, you are going to die, and life carries on without us. Doesn't that make you feel scared? Not at all. Without the advances of modern science, death was everywhere in the Victorian era, and yet funerals were major social functions. Victorians were obsessed with mementos of their loved ones, even going so far as to take elaborately staged photographs of their dead relatives. The minutiae of mourning was so complex that there were set periods of grieving that were deemed acceptable based on who in your life had passed. Now we don't have any of that. If you lose someone, you end up feeling lost yourself, because we have no modern equivalent of those formalities. We need to allow ourselves time to grieve, to feel that loss fully, but not allow it to consume us. So no, I'm not afraid of death. I believe it is a waste to spend your life dreading the end of it. The time we have here is brief and fleeting and occasionally cruel, but it is at all times precious. To stare death in the face and live despite that, I think, is a noble existence. Let's save the mourning for the dead. Wow, that's beautiful. I can see the moonlight in the bay glint off of Damien's eyes. He smiles. We turn to the harbor and watch ships pass, breathing in the salty sea air. I look to Damien again and can't help but be entranced by his charm, his mystery. I find everything about him so fascinating. I lean in closer to Damien, ooh, closing my eyes as I do so.
Huh.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I have to take this. Damien steps away from me to answer his phone. Oh no, I hope it isn't Lucian again. After speaking in hushed tones for a few moments, Damien returns to me. Everything okay?
Why?
Oh, not again. There's an emergency. Lucian?
Huh.
No, thankfully, but I must take my leave. Oh, okay. Is there anything I can do to help?
Huh.
Dads do have to stick together, right? You know it. Then, come, there isn't time to waste. What are we doing? Beep beep. After a short drive in silence, we arrive at a rundown building on the outskirts of town. Where are we? It's better if I just show you. Ooh, I push the surprisingly heavy door open and find myself in a dimly lit waiting room. A few rickety chairs line the walls, and there doesn't seem to be anyone behind the front desk. There are a few paintings and pictures on the wall, but they're so nondescript, I'm still unsure of what kind of place this even is. Wait here for a moment. I'll be right back. Damien walks off down the corridor, his boot heels echoing through the halls of this seemingly empty building. Distant howls echo from some place I can't see, and there's a faint scratch sound, like claws on tile. I cautiously peek down the hall and find stall after stall of scared-looking dolls. A few of them notice me and skitter up to the chain-link fence, sticking their noses through to sniff at the air. What have I gotten myself into? Suddenly, the lights shut off. I panic. Unsure of where I am or how I can get out, I stumble through the darkness, my breathing getting heavier and heavier. Damien? The lights finally turn back on. Oh, hey, Mary. Hey, Sailor. Mary? What are you doing here? You aren't here for the fight club? I don't want to get punched in the face. 'Cause you disconnected? Oh no! I'm sorry, Pasta. That's the thing, when it comes to disconnection, they don't know if you did it on purpose or if it was on accident. So it's always better safe than sorry, you know? But still, I'm sorry. I hope that doesn't put a damper on your mood. Great, because this is an animal shelter. A what? We take care of stray animals and then people adopt the stray animals. Didn't you see the pets when you walked in? Oh, sorry, I didn't really expect to see you volunteering at an animal shelter.
Give it a rest.
Wow. Okay, kid, way to put me in a box. Dames, you hear this baloney? Just one moment. Thunder cracks and a door bursts open. Appearing from the shadows, I see. It's Mary, Wolfgang. She's actually very cool regardless of vibes. Down to earth, dealing with shit. Damien? Look at him! He's in his little volunteer outfit, and it's purple. Hey. It's Damien. He looks completely different. No cloak, no Victorian-era clothing, no makeup. I wasn't planning to share this side of me until much later, but I'm not as goth as you think. I'm a systems administrator for the ID department of a reality company. Oh, realty company. I wear tennis shoes to work and I listen to Bruce Springsteen. I enjoy going to the hardware store and looking at storage solutions. And I volunteer at this animal shelter in my spare time. You're not boring. You're not boring, gamer. I'm fascinated with Victorian history and the goth lifestyle. That much is true. It's just not all that I am. And I need you to know that. No, he's not fake. We are very in-depth creatures. We are allowed to have more than one facet of life to represent us, Wolfgang. You're fake. You're cringe. You're not even a real corgi. You're an internet corgi. Oh, I hate to kill the moment here, but there's some pressing business that needs attending to. Wolfgang a booty. Oh, right. It's Duchess Cordelia. Again. Who's Duchess Cordelia? She's one of the pups. Gets out all the time. She somehow learned how to open doors and now she's unstoppable. When did she get out? This morning. I went to go sing sea shanties to the cats, and when I came back, she had already bolted. I have to stay here with the pets, so I need you two to go and find her. Of course. Where could she be? She always ends up running off to the same places. Here, let me draw you a map. Mary starts scribbling on the back of a pet adoption form.
Hey.
She's very smart. Ruthless, even. You need to stay on your toes and get her back by sundown, or else she turns into a werewolf and starts eating people. What? You're a perfect little peach, Richard. Thank you. Aw, thank you. We just don't want her to be stuck outside when it's cold. Oh. I'll grab some treats and we can hit the road. Damien and I look over the map Mary created for us. Oh man, I'm Nerd House? Is this because I'm a gamer? At least you're not other nerds' house. Looks like you're moving up in the pecking order. Congrats, kiddo. Who's the other nerd? We got Kale, Mario Patali, Smalls, Mary's sick pad, Coffee Dad. Is other nerd's house Brian? Where should we head first? Let's head to the cul-de-sac. We'll do this in order. Damien and I exit the parking lot and start driving towards town. I look over to him. He seems concerned. Shouldn't be too hard to find the Duchess, right? She's a pretty big pup. Mary wasn't kidding when she said that dog was smart. One time she correctly guessed the winner of the Kentucky Derby. It was a really great year for Bark Bark Bark. Damn, alright. I don't know. What do you think our odds are, Richard? Gotta stay positive. My dad once told me, Richard, you can't shove raisins up your nose. And that hurt my feelings. I felt discouraged. But I kept a positive attitude, and you know what? I made it happen. Ew. No, yeah, I was unsure what that was gonna do, Damien. I apologize. It might have landed me in the ER and forced me to have 10 golden raisins removed from my nasal cavity, but on that day, I learned that anything is possible if you have a good attitude and abnormally large nostrils. Young children really are resilient, I suppose. Yes, young children. I was 16. Let's just hope for the best. We got this. Let's go, let's go. Hi, Brian. We drive through the cul-de-sac and everything seems to be pretty normal. It looks like Brian's doing some yard work. We pull into Brian's driveway and hop out. Hey, don't step on the grass. I just mowed. Have you seen any unusual activity in the area today? Aside from your underwatered lawn? Damn, dude. Are you the fucking HOA? Ooh, here we go. How dare you? I take my lawn care very seriously. Richard, please. You haven't seen a dog run through here, have you?
I don't know.
Well, a little while ago I heard Maxwell barking at something. When I came outside, my garden had been torn to shreds. It's going to take forever to retill the soil. That could be a dog, or a rather feisty raccoon. Whatever it was, it must have been hungry. Ate all of my tomatoes. I'm very sorry to hear about your garden. If you need assistance restoring it to its former glory, please don't hesitate to contact me. Will do, buddy. Good luck finding that dog. She's probably still hungry. I wonder if she's looking for more food elsewhere. Would that be the coffee shop? The coffee spoon? Hi, Matt. We park in front of Matt's coffee shop and walk inside. It seems like a slow day. Matt sits behind the counter, reading a book. Hey, Matt. Didn't expect to see you two today. What's up? Have you seen any stray dogs around? Actually, yeah. I caught one digging through the trash earlier. It ran away when I tried to get closer, though. Did you see what direction it ran in? Matt thinks for a second.
Hey.
Might have been running east, I think. That pup tore through 3 pans of old banana bread Kennedys. Want to take some for the road? Just in case? Sure thing, and it'll definitely be for the dog and not for me. Matt packages up a slice. Thanks for the slice. The road slice. This banana bread is gonna be so good. I think he meant to give it to you for the dog. Right, I meant it's gonna be so good for the dog to eat. Pinky promise, it's for the road. And not me road, but dog road. I feel like we're on the right track. You think? If we keep this up, we'll find the Duchess in no time. Hey, if you like dogs so much, why don't you have any? Lucien is severely allergic. I wouldn't put him through that. But there are still dogs in my life, so for that, I'm grateful. There's about to be one more dog in your life, buddy. Splendid attitude. Let us not waste any more time. Verily. Yes, good. So east would be the cul-de-sac? It could also be the bayside. The ocean or whatever. Mary is a delight. Checking the bayside. We arrived back at the bayside. Did we go too far east? Just like old times, eh? I remember it as if it were yesterday. I mean, earlier today. So, what do you think? Any sight of the pooch? None yet, although who knows if she made it onto any of these ships. The Duchess would do that? I wouldn't put it past her to know how to navigate in rough seas and without a compass. Very smart. Pops? Damien and I turned to see my daughter. Amanda, what are you doing here? Did you think I just stayed inside all day, vegging out on the couch and watching TV? Oh, sorry. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm heading home to go veg out on the couch and watch TV. Had to get a burrito first. Young miss, have you seen a dog around here? Oh, you bet. I saw a Pomeranian with a bow around its neck. I saw a big old Doberman named Henry. There was a stroller full of Yorkies, a Greyhound, a Golden Retriever. Did you see a Mastiff anywhere? No dice. I would definitely have remembered that. I see a Corgi right there. It's you, Wolfgang. I gotta run through this Rito. Or, I gotta run though. This Rito has about 10 minutes before the cheese breaks down the molecular structure of the tortilla and makes it all soggy. You understand. I do? Of course. Have a lovely evening, Miss Gaymerman. Matt said the Duchess went east from the coffee spoon, but there's no sign of her here. I suppose we need to go not so east? Alright, not so east. Okay, so the Bayside we already did. Softball field is north. Aquarium is up there. So would it be back to the cul-de-sac? We arrive at the cul-de-sac to find everything looking normal, except... Uh-oh, Hugo's front door is wide open. She can open doors. This is classic Duchess Cordelia, a telltale sign. We should approach with caution. Whatever goes it down in there, I've got your back. We creep up onto the porch and step inside. Hello? Oh, boo. There, sitting in the center of Hugo's living room like she owns the damn place, is one of the biggest dogs I've ever seen. Oh, your baby, she's so big. Well, she hasn't broken anything in here. Yet. Wonderful. Now all we have to do is get this leash on her before she tries to escape again and get out of here before Hugo comes home. Easy peasy. Duchess, come here. The Duchess eyes Damien warily. As he approaches, she begins to growl. She's on her guard. We'll need another plan. Get your banana bread Kennedys. Eggplants. I reach into my pocket and pull out the slice of banana bread Kennedys Matt gave me. Duchess sniffs the air and hones in on the bread. Come here, girl. Nice and easy. I've got some yummy homemade vegan and possibly gluten-free banana bread, if that's what you're into. The Duchess cautiously approaches me and gives the bread a good sniff before taking it from my hand and dropping it on the ground, like dogs always do for some reason. She curls up and starts munching on the bread. Success! Damien walks up behind the Duchess and attaches the leash to her collar. She immediately notices and starts whining.
Oh,
It's time to go home now, Duchess. Damien gives a tug on the leash. She won't move. Duchess, what happened to our rapport? You and I used to be bosom buddies. She still doesn't move. She's huge. There's no way we could even try to lift her. Well, this is a weird situation to be in. I think we're literally trespassing in our friend's house with this large dog. What are you nerds doing? Of course, it's the kid. Ernest stands in the doorway with a plate of pizza rolls. What flavor are those? Pepperoni blast? Nice. Yeah, that's the way to go. The Duchess notices Ernest and starts pulling against the leash. Why is this dog in my house? It's along. The Duchess suddenly breaks from Damien's grip and hurtles towards Ernest. Puppy! He's gonna eat the boy. Ernest and the Duchess fall to the ground. Pizza rolls fly everywhere. This is bad. Ernest, are you okay? Ernest feeds the Duchess a pizza roll. Hey, she likes pizza rolls. Ernest sits up, but the dog keeps licking his face. Oh, hey. Hugo stands at the door, looking like he's at a loss for words.
Whoa!
What? Why are you guys? Whose dog is this? It's a long story, but it involves a large dog who knows how to open doors. Oh, your baby, it's her. Hugo, may I present to you Duchess Cordelia? How do you do? Oh, your baby, she bark. We're friends. The Duchess licks at Ernest's face. She's from the local animal shelter. She got out and we've been chasing her all around town. Your house was her final stop. Dad, can we keep her? Ernest, I don't know if we're set up to take care of a...
Sweet man.
Wait, did you just call me Dad? Come on, please. Look how cute she is. Hugo sighs. We had been talking about adopting a dog for a while. But you have to promise me you'll take care of her. Yeah, I'll give her all the pizza rolls her little heart desires. I suddenly remember what's on the back of this map and pull out a pen. I pull a pen out of my pocket. Got the forms ready for you, if you're interested. I'll even waive the adoption fee since, you know, we technically broke into your household. Well, alright, it's a deal. Hugo steps onto the porch with us and signs the form while Ernest plays with the Duchess inside. He sure seems to be happy with his new friend.
Oh!
I know, he called me Dad. Can you believe it? Damien places a hand on Hugo's shoulder. I certainly can. I think this will be really good for Ernest. It should teach him some responsibility. You should probably look into getting better locks on your doors, though. The Duchess is a wily one, but do right by her, and she'll love you two forever. Thank you. And the long story short, the Duchess now lives in a happy home, and neither of us were charged for breaking and entering. So all in all, I think it was a fine day's work. Nice work, you two.
Hey.
Richard, you could be a valuable asset to our team of volunteers, you know. If you ever feel like petting some puppies, hit me up. Mary, I always feel like petting puppies.
Ah.
Good to know. Well, I'll catch you fellas later. Mary starts to leave. And one last thing. Damien's been telling me about you. Glad he finally brought you around. Oh, yeah.
Give it a rest.
Damien's my special boy. I love him. We go back. And I got a vested interest in his health, success, and well-being. If you ever hurt him. Mary.
Hey.
You can fill in the blanks. I gulp. Yes, ma'am. Mary leaves me alone with Damien. So, about the whole goth thing, I completely understand if you aren't interested in me anymore. What? Am I missing something here? I'm not a cool goth prince. I'm boring. I own 5 pairs of tennis shoes. I wear dumb the glasses are cute. Shut up. I wear dumb glasses. Don't you care? You're a poser. You're fucking prep. He looks so nervous. Damien, do you really think I only like you because of all the goth stuff? That's all cool. But the best thing about you is how passionate you are about the things you love. We playing game! We're on the final date with Damien. We chased down a dog. But because the game is practically over and we've got like a little bit more than an hour left on stream, I don't know what to do for the last part. But also, hi Twink, happy Friday, how are you doing? Gamer. History, art, Victorian fashion, dogs, storage solutions. It doesn't matter what it is. You care. And that's awesome. And also, the glasses are very cute. Thank you, Richard. Thank you. You don't think I'm boring at all? If you're boring, then I don't know what that makes me. I spend too much time online shopping for flashlights. I get excited to mow my lawn on Saturdays. I get cranky about commercials being too loud. I've even been thinking about making my own peanut butter. And I'm a gamer. I'm a cringe-ass gamer. I'm glad you're doing good. Hopefully work isn't running you into the ground too much. Then maybe we can be boring together. Ooh. It would never be boring if it was with you. Damien suddenly closes the gap between us and pulls me into a hug. He buries his face in my shoulder. His hair smells like lavender and rosemary. I was so scared you wouldn't like me. Quite the opposite. Damien pulls away for a second and looks me in the eyes. Without the colored contacts, his eyes are so dark and soulful. Yes! We did it, gamers. May I kiss you? Yes, I guess. Again, I'm bad with words. Verily, you may take upon yourself the... You know what? Just kiss me. He smiles slightly and leans in, giving me a gentle kiss. We did it! Damien pulls away and gives me an intense look. Do you want to help me take care of the puppies? Yes! Fucking puppies! Yes! Damien and I arrive back at the cul-de-sac, our fingers intertwined. Like a proper gentleman, he walks me to my doorstep.
Oh.
This was lovely. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for everything. I'm very happy I can be myself around you. I'm glad, but I have one request. What's that? Can we keep sending each other letters? 'Cause it's very fun. But of course. Damien kisses me one last time before turning around and heading home. Hi, Amanda. Amanda runs back to the couch from the window and tries to look as nonchalant as possible. Hello, Father. I was sitting here on the couch this entire time. Hi, Amanda. So, are you guys, like, starting a vampire coven together? Oh, plot twist. Mothman. Damien's actually Mothman. I didn't see it coming either. Genius. Well, whatever's happening, I'm really glad you two are happy. You deserve it, Dad. Aw, shucks. I'm gonna head to bed. Catch you in the morning? Sure thing. I make my way to my room and fall into my bed with my heart full, excited for the days to come. Yay! We did it! Is that gonna be 3 S's in a row? Because I'm just good at what I do? Yes!
Wow.
I am good
My
at what I
stars,
do.
This... Never in a million moons have I had a date such as exquisite as this one.
Not to, like, shoot you down, Damien, but your lines are always long during the ranking moment. It's like, ugh, I gotta wait for a little bit. But I understand, he's a man of many words. Woohoo! Whew. The end of the game. I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Richard. Be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. What? It's the feds. That life of crime is finally catching up to you. I tried to send them in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the US government.
Ugh.
Well, if they think they're gonna take me alive, they've got another thing coming. I'm kidding. You're right, I have a little surprise for you.
Aw.
Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would befill my heart with glee. Typo? I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Aw, Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way! I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers! This is all 19 seasons. And bonus material including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally! I follow Amanda to the back door. All according to Keikaku, we did it! Oh, he's wearing his volunteer outfit! Aw, Damien. You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is. Fully customizable down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake. The good kind with the crunchies in the middle. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. You have 9 dads now. God, honestly, I would fucking love that, dude. You have no idea. 9 dads, and they all care about you very much. And you've got many new siblings-in-law. Don't say anything, just go have fun with your pals, all right? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. They're all so tall. I feel very short. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Hum num 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 num. So I gotta do this in order, and Damien's gonna be at the end, which is a shame, but it's poetic, it's romantic, it'll be fine. I walk over to Mary, who's having a lively conversation with Amanda. We have a real fluffy Samoyed right now. His name's Harold. Loves belly rubs. He always tries to lick your face if you get too close. Mrs. Christensen, thank you so much for telling me in great detail about every single dog currently at the animal shelter. Please, tell me about the Afghan with 3 legs again.
Hey.
Your Firefox quit on me. The 9 dads were too powerful. Fuck! That's what happens when you were surrounded by 9 dads. It's just a fucking overload, dude. But also, welcome back to the graduation party. I finally transferred all my shit over to Firefox the other day, and I'm just so glad that I did that. I just had time, and I was bored, and I was like, you know what? I'm down to moving tabs and passwords and shit. Hell yeah. Sure. Quadro, we call him. It's one of those ironic nicknames. You know, if you're really interested, I could probably steal one for you. Really? Nah, but I could get you to meet all of them. We could always use extra hands around the shelter.
Hey.
And if those extra hands also happen to steal a dog... I'm glad you two are able to bond over cute dogs. Really warms my heart. Did that a few years ago and never looked back. God, I get that. I can see myself doing that in a few years, just thinking about it and like, yeah, I'm so glad I don't use Chrome anymore. Especially with all their like cookie shit that's happening in 2023. Like, it's a good time to get out of Chrome. Dad, we're having a moment. Hey, Sailor. Your kid's a good egg. Where's your goth prince? You two are usually attached at the hip these days. Ooh, my goth prince. He's around. Stellar. Mary turns her attention to Amanda.
Hey.
It's not too hard to sneak a dog into college. Trust me, I did it plenty back in the day. At one point, I had 3 cats living in my dorm. I decided to leave them to it. All of a sudden, baby, a huge dog leaps up into my arms. Duchess! Hugo and Ernest run up to me. The Duchess gives my face a few broad, sticky licks, blah, and hops down. We're working on that. Got her in a disciplinary class. She's a wild spirit who runs where she may. I don't mind at all. Looks like the 3 of you are getting along nicely. Hey, he didn't do it on purpose, Wolfgang. He did not let Duchess go on purpose. He's happy that he got a dog.
Ah.
She's a valuable addition to the clan. If I hold up my homework in front of her, she'll eat it. Cool. We'll deal with that later. Duchess Cordelia spots a squirrel and darts across the yard. Ernest follows her, laughing. He's actually been a lot more manageable lately. I think taking care of the dog is good for him. Thanks for breaking into my house, I guess. Anytime. Richard, hey, you gonna talk shit about my lawn again? So fucking mean to me. Brian, you made it. Ha, I don't pass up on good Mac. I fed the dog my homework. It's completely fine. Listen, teacher, please. My dog ate my homework. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Yeah? Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. He's been making fun of my yard. And he's related to the mini golf game that is so difficult to deal with. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. Hi, Daisy. Hi, Amanda's dad. Fight, fight, fight. We're gonna fight so hard and then we're gonna smooch on the top of a carousel. Wait. Ferris wheel. Pretend I said Ferris wheel. Because they're both wheels. I get them confused. Hey, Brian's daughter. See? See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thanks so much for inviting us. Don't give me that look, Twink. I'm not fighting you. I'm fighting this man. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro. Bro! This is a real rager, taking our old age into consideration. I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild.
Nice.
Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. I neglected all of my exercise with you. Baby parachute guy. I thought you didn't like baby parachute guy. My bro Craig, Wolfgang. Me too, dude. Briar and Hazel peek out behind Craig. Hello. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all that ice cream cake. Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon, yeah?
Nice.
Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. I have! It's been a wonderful neighborhood, thank you. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. I missed the bake sale! Damn it! We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. Hell yeah. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph, that'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese. That was a quick. All right. You can't get me as your side piece. That's a bad ending. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese.
Oh.
The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Richard. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for the finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. I don't want to be Mary's side piece. She's a delight, but I'm alright. We can be drinking buddies a little. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher.
Huh.
Hey. Congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great things at art school. Yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me.
Oh.
You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Oh.
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so... she'll fit into college just fine. Oh, hello, Robert. Hey. Hey! Good talk. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. See you later.
Hey.
That was even shorter than Joseph's. Wow. Hey, man. Matt, hey, good to see you. Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of banana bread Kennedys ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. And that was also quick. Hey, Amanda's dad? I turned to spot Lucien walking up to me. Yes, Lucien? Thanks for inviting me to your party. Anytime, bud. I know we had a rocky start, but I'm glad to know you. I hope you know how much your dad cares about you. Yeah. My dad's had a rough couple years, and I know that it must not have been easy to raise me alone. He's kind of a weird guy, but I love him a lot, and it seems like you make him happy. So, you're cool in my book. Thank you, Lucien. That means a lot to me. Sure. And let me know if you want me to give you a stick and poke sometime. No, I'm good. I'm good, thank you. Thanks for coming by, Lucien. See you around, Richard. It's sunset. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops! What can I say? I was inspired. So, stick and poke is a... Wait, you're using your dumbass face. Are you lying to me, Wolfgang? Do you know what a stick and poke is? So... I also have something for you.
Huh.
For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but... Growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend.
Huh?
I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this. And I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. I swear to God, Richard, if you cry again... You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying.
Huh.
Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time! Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. I tear the wrapping off to find... framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kinda shocking all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over to the back of the yard where Damien is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. Imagine just fucking have a cherry blossom tree in your backyard. Like, ugh. The vibes. So good. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream. Wait, so everything's okay? So everything was okay? But you were going through shit. They were putting you through shit and being bad friends. What was up with that? I guess we will not get that now. Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. I take a seat next to Damien as the last guests make their way out of the party. Did you know that in the Victorian era they would call benches seedy boys? What? Really? I'm kidding, Richard. But what if? It's good to see you in your civvies again. Thank you. I had a revelation the other day, Richard, and I think it was largely due to your continued influence upon me. There was a version of myself that might have been embarrassed to show you my true form, my information technology form. But what you said about me, about how my passion was what you truly admired, that emboldened me to feel like myself regardless of how I choose to dress and act. Instead of separate entities, they are simply different facets of myself, a three-dimensional human being with his own thoughts, wants, and needs. What are you doing, Wolfgang? Get out of here. I love dressing the way that I do, but feeling constricted by what I thought was my own personal brand made me lose sight of why I did this in the first place. To make myself happy. I place my hand on Damien's and feel a light squeeze. Looking up, 'cause I guess I'm short, I'm greeted by Damien's warm smile. I'm trying to be more comfortable with who I am, rather than dwelling on who I could be to other people. I can't stop smiling. I'm so proud of him. No, I'm not gonna accept your form, Wolfgang. Your information technology form is lame. Goodbye. Damien, I'm so happy you've realized that you can be a dog-loving goth. Me too, Richard. Me too. I feel myself inching closer and closer to Damien. I go to brush a lock of hair out of his face, and I'm shocked at how soft it is. How is your hair so soft? Dog shampoo. Aww. I keep running my hands through his hair as he leans closer to me, placing a hand on the side of my face. He strokes my cheek with his thumb. You know, public displays of affection were considered scandalous in the Victorian era. Damien pulls me in for a kiss. That's scandalous, though. But I think I can make an exception for you. We did it! Happy ending! Happy ending! Happy ending! We got the Goth Dad! Gamer Dad got the Goth Dad! Finally! Delightful! Although I'm gonna let the credits roll because credits. They need their credit. Although I am in a tough position because I have around 48 minutes left on stream, which isn't enough time for another route. Hypothetically, I could run through another route, or I could end the stream early, but I don't want to end the stream early. I'm having a fun time with Dream Daddy. I just, unsure what I should do at this point. I will definitely take a BRB after the credits roll. Gonna take a BRB, going to get a little bit more water, going to finish eating my lunch, but I am open to suggestion about like starting up another person's route. Even if it's just for a little bit, like dipping our toes in. I'm okay with that. If it means we can play a little bit more on stream, I'd enjoy that. Radio minigame, piano minigame, whittling minigame, skee ball minigame, golf minigame, fishing minigame, concert minigame. This game has a lot of minigames, trust me. Gargoyle minigame, that was me! I did that. Running minigame. Each route has at least one minigame, and they did that on purpose. We did miss fishing. I believe fishing is on Brian's route, if you would like to consider that. There's a lot of minigames actually on Brian's route. He also has the golf minigame, which is... The golf minigame is something. It was one of the last achievements I got in this game when it first came out, because getting a hole-in-one on all holes sucked. It was difficult. Look at all these people. And their dads. Thank you, Game Grumps, for this video game. Which, I mean, I don't care what people say. I still think this is a really good game. My character, I still wish I could have given him the facial hair, but it just wasn't the right thing. But also, it's me and Amanda! Aww. So cute. Oh right, we get Damien pieces! Look, it's him at the graveyard! That's so nice. Look at him. Mwah. Oh, we only got that one? Oh, that makes sense. I think that you get one for the good ending, one for the bad ending, one for the meh ending. Wolfgang, you're a poser. Although, he was posing for the photo, if that's what you're talking about. Alright, I need to take that BRB. If you want to do Brian's route, let me know. I am open to suggestion, because if no one suggests anything, I am going to indulge and go through a little bit of Joseph's route. So, you gotta let me know. But you gotta do it while I'm doing this BRB. So, BRB. We can't go after Mary because that's just not what the game has opened for us. Which means you either need to tell me you want Brian, or I will just do my own thing. Because I can do what I want. I'm gonna finish drinking my coffee real quick. Delightful warm coffee. Gays only. Only gays in this game. What do you mean, dare me? That was gonna be my default if no one said anything, so we're fucking doing this then. Alright, fine. You wanna make me suffer? Well, I wanna make myself suffer. We're fucking doing this. Pretty cringe of you to suggest Joseph Twink, considering. Maybe I should load, actually. Because I don't want to have to go through the whole intro. I don't want to have to go through the whole intro! Exit, exit, exit. You... Ugh. You actually make me do this? Fine, I'll close the game down.
That dad.
I'll close the game down. You can't do this to me. Why will you? You will always mock me, silly. You think that's gonna be anything new? No, I don't care. You need to sync with the cloud. Sync. Play at the daddiest graphics. Thank you. But I also don't know what there is for you to mock me about when you've already mocked me about this specific kind of stuff for a while. Epilogue, epilogue, epilogue. Okay, Damien date 3, dad book. Date 3, new house, dad book. 9-2, 9-9. 9-9 is today, so let's do 9-2 dad book.
Welcome.
Okay, let me double check to see how far we got in Damien's for that one. Okay, that was just the one. Go back, go back. Close. Go back. Old dog who refuses to learn new tricks. Silly, you can't be that old. I mean, you can if you want to be. Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years. I can't believe I'm fucking doing this. Crying. Sobbing. We're doing this. Wait, I need to change stream info. Because Dad got Goth Dad. Now we want Prep Dad. Who I refuse to call Priest Dad. Delightful. His family's a little weird, but Joseph seems cool. I should take him up on his offer to hang out. Wait, how do I hang out with a priest? I don't go to church. Should I be Jesus-y? I imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of a prayer attempt. Maybe not too Jesus-y. A light smattering of Jesus. Will he want me to pray? Is he going to pray at me? Do I have to pray at him? He is a priest, Wolfgang! Now you're fucking regretting not saying anything, huh? What are you looking at? Get out of here, Wolfgang. Twink's already gonna scout me for this. Talking to Joseph, huh? Hi, Amanda. You didn't startle me. Nothing wrong with corrupting the church. Thank you very much. Amanda, how many times have I told you not to sneak up on me like that? I selectively ignore it every time you do, Pops. Amanda looks over my shoulder at the screen. Joseph can't read your mind, you know. If you want to talk, just message him. Fire and brimstone. Listen, locusts are pretty cool. Locusts are pretty poggers. At least this one's just a DILF and not... Listen, DILF, GILF, there's a very blurry in between. What can I say? Also 65. If you're... I don't recall ever, like, knowing someone that was 65 and a priest. Unless it was just never spoken. But either way, you can't stop me. But I've never been friends with a priest before. What do I talk about? My favorite Bible passages? Ice cream socials? Khakis? Yeah, it was 50s. He vibed like he was in his 50s.
Yeah.
65 and above was his friend. First of all, he's a youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest. There's a difference?
Ugh.
You're overthinking it, Dad. Listen, just put it like this. Hello, neighbor. Thanks again for the invite to the barbecue. I'd love to hang out soon if you're not too busy. Isn't that a little too business casual? Fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this. Amanda focuses on the keys. Hi, Joseph. It was great meeting you and your family. I'm still new around here, so if you'd like, I'd love to hang out and get to know you. See ya. Smiley face. The smiley face is a nice touch. Almost immediately, I receive a response. What'd he say? Hi, Richard. If you're not doing anything in a bit, the kids and I are baking treats for the church bake sale today, and we'd love to have you over. It'll be a blast, so let me know. Joseph. Huh, that wasn't so bad. He uses a lot of exclamation points. Honestly fucking valid. I'm more concerned about him signing his name with... Tildes are cute! You shut up, Amanda. I'm willing to let it slide this time. I respond back. Sounds like fun, Tilda Richard. Great, come on by the house as soon as you're ready. We'll be here. Well, guess I'm doing this. Save a brownie for me? Promise you won't sneak up on me anymore. Amanda stares at me, unblinking. I don't make promises I can't keep. Real to a fault, Pops. And Dad, please don't be weird about the religion thing. Me? Weird? Never. Fucking anger. I make the short walk over to Joseph's place. Don't be weird, Richard. But what if they hang up a bunch of crosses or collect those little porcelain babies? What if they're all praying? Do they pray before dinner? During dinner? Over the porcelain babies? The door begins to creak open, a shadowy figure obscured on the other side. Who's there? Richard? The door opens the rest of the way. It's Joseph's eldest. What's his name? Hey? Okay, so I want to say Christian because Chris is the baby, and I think it's Chris and Chrissy for the twins. Fuck. It's Chris. Damn it. Okay, so it was Christian and Chrissy for the twins. I'm sorry, Chris. Chris, right. Hi again, I'm Richard. I know what your name is. Oh, yeah, we met at the barbecue. How's the, Please don't say it. Jesus? Chris blinks slowly. Maybe he didn't hear that. You're weird. Is your dad... Before I finish, Chris walks into an adjacent room, leaving me in front of the open doorway. Home? This was a great first impression. For a moment, I wonder if I should just go in, further subjecting Joseph's family to my winning attitude and artful charisma. Mercifully, Joseph, typo, peeks his head around the corner.
Oh.
Richard, you made it! Joseph approaches with his arms wide.
Oh.
I'm so glad you could come by. Are you ready to bake? I am not. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Good one.
That's the kind of semi-confidence I like to see in a baking assistant. Come on in.
Hey.
Fucking navel shit. Joseph leads me into a bright, spacious home full of nautical knickknacks. This isn't what I imagined at all. It's actually pretty charming.
Hey.
I believe you've met Chris, who left you outside. Chris? Are you going to apologize? Oh, right. Sorry. I try to make eye contact with Chris, but he keeps looking away. He must be really shy. It's all right. Next time, just be a little more inviting to our guests, okay? Sure. Chris seems to relish the chance to escape the conversation and quickly vanishes into his room. Joseph turns to me apologetically. Don't take it personally. Chris likes to keep to himself. I mean, we didn't start off on the best foot in the world. Plus, being the eldest in a big family can't be easy.
Oh.
We try to cut him a little slack where we can. Hi, the twins! Christian and Chrissy. I thought it was Chris and Chrissy. Ah, and here are the twins, Christian, Christy. Say hello to Richard. Hello, Father. Hello, Richard. Kids, come on. Dial it back on the creepy twin shtick. Creepy twin shtick? Egg them on! It's always great to show that you're good with children. Can you two say, come play with us, Danny? Oh no. The twins stare up in unblinking unison. Come play with us, Danny. Joseph covers his mouth and looks away, but he's clearly holding back a big laugh. Listen, it's their shtick. We can let them have it. This is it. This is my Dad World Series. Okay, now say, please help us, Mothra. Please help us, Mothra. Nope, I can't take it. Joseph is trying his best not to break in front of his kids. The twins seem to be catching on and look eager to bust their dad. But can we keep it up? Obscure. I don't want it to be too creepy. Now say, he who walks behind the rose. The twins tilt their heads in confusion. Ah, I should have gone for the kids. Uh-oh. He walks? He who behind some rose. Close enough. The room is silent besides Joseph absolutely losing his mind. The last flub really sealed it. Children of the Corn? Really? Is that not mainstream? I am off my game something fierce today. Great job, guys. Where's Scary? I was very scared. Joseph can't take it anymore. Despite his quiet protestations, he's laughing pretty hard into his hand, and the kids giggle with him. Bye, kids. The twins, obviously pleased with a new arsenal of spooky weapons, leave the room to terrorize the rest of the community. My work here is done. I'm going to be hearing those lines for weeks. Next time we hang out, I'll try to teach them some lines from The Thing. Alright, so it looks like we've got a bit of a troublemaker on our hands. You think you can out-trouble a career pro? I don't know about... I'm suddenly interrupted by a loud crash from the kitchen. What now? That doesn't sound good. Christy? No one responds. Joseph furrows his brow and motions for me to stay where I am. Wait here a minute. Joseph rushes into the kitchen. I remember this with Amanda. Half of fatherhood is trying to keep your kids from finding creative ways to kill themselves, and he's got 4. Talk about worry. I take a seat on his surprisingly pristine couch and twiddle my thumbs. Bookshelf. It's a pretty sturdy wooden bookshelf. It looks handmade. Did Joseph build this? There's a big stack of what looks like travel magazines, Hyenas of the Serengeti, The Underwater Mysteries of the Antarctic, and so on. Seems like Joseph really loves a good adventure. Unless this is a Mary thing. Who knows? Next to them are a couple of different Bibles. Looks like he's covering all of the Bible bases. King James, New American Standard, the Bible for teens. He is a cool youth minister after all. On a higher shelf, there are a bunch of old romance novels. Judging by the wine stains, these must be Mary's. The newest one looks like Hot Body Johnson, Sex Detective. The 8th installment in... Wait, this is a series? Phew, okay. Coffee table. There's a couple cool knickknacks on the coffee table in front of me. Hey, a cross. Hey, another cross. This one looks a little different. And a third cross. Unified design aesthetic. Smart choices. There's also a brass thing here. It looks like something a sailor would use to navigate with. I think they're called sextants. Heh, sex. Richard, oh my god. Check the floor, and then the kitchen. Well, you have this many kids and things are bound to end up on the floor, no matter how hard you try to keep it clean. I spot a terrifying cloth doll that appears to have had both arms pulled off several times. It's been stitched back together a lot. The tag says, C+C. Of course. I set that down and spot a houseplant. Hey, little guy. Keep being you, tiny houseplant. I spot one last thing on the floor next to the houseplant. It's a silver necklace. Wow, this looks expensive for something casually tossed on the floor. If there's a story here, it's none of my business. It's been a while. I guess I should go into the kitchen and see what's up.
Oh.
Hello, everything okay? I walk into the kitchen to find Joseph holding Christy in one arm. She seems a lot calmer than she was a minute ago. I raise an eyebrow at Joseph. The twins are a lot more manageable when they're separated. Where's Christian?
Oh.
He ran off. Christy dips a spoon into the brownie batter and gives it a taste. Dad, it's too sweet. You're too sweet. No, I'm not. You're so sweet we might have to water you down with spiders. No, not spiders. Joseph begins tickling Christy with his free hand. Between the laughing and squirming, I don't know how he's got a hold of her, but that girl is locked in place. That man is a professional child wrangler. Christy fixes me with her best puppy dog eyes.
Hey.
Save me from the spiders! Yeah, fucking spoon duel. Spoon duel. I love spiders, don't get me wrong, but spoon duel. I grab a wooden spoon and point it in Joseph's direction. Unhand her, foul beast. Okay, Richard the Valiant, let's see what you've got. You may have defeated me at Tarantula Ridge, but now I have the upper hand. Joseph gently puts Christy down behind him.
Oh.
Have you come to squash me, knight, or have you merely fallen into my web? I'm no mere fly, Spider King. Now on guard. For a minute or so, Joseph and I mock duel with the two dumbest looking spoons in the room. Eventually, I strike a killing blow in the invisible heart between his arm and his body, and Joseph recoils in horror. Blast, I am defeated. You could never best me, Spider King, for I have the power of... I sneak a taste from the brownie batter. The magic... Oh man, that is way too sweet. Christy begins jumping up and down excitedly. My hero! Christy hugs my leg before making a surprisingly fast exit.
Ah.
Hey, wait, do you want to bake brownies with us? Christy hesitates, then shakes her head no again. Sparkle Pony!
Oh.
Sparkle Pony? Joseph looks confused.
Oh.
You don't want to bake with Dad now? You want to play with Sparkle Pony? Yes? Okay, go. Before Joseph can even finish his sentence, Christy is out the door and down the hall. Ahead. Joseph sighs deeply as he stares into the chocolate batter. He tastes it again, face twisting. And that is still way too sweet. So, what made that crash?
Ah.
Egg beaters on linoleum floor.
Oh.
It's my new techno single. Still haven't thought of a B-side. Now we're both looking into the batter. It's got a sickly sheen of sugar and chocolate candies throughout, and I have a feeling that Christy had something to do with it.
Hey.
We need a fresh start. Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm not really a baker, but...
Whoa.
Don't even sweat it. The bag came with instructions that have mysteriously vanished, along with my daughter, so we'll probably be fine. Probably.
Hey.
Yeah, probably. He certainly looks confident. All right, Richard, you've baked a cake from a box before. Once. How hard could this be? Now grab a spoon and get ready to rock. We'll do our best. Mario Batali, save me. Joseph and I set to work cracking the eggs and mixing the things and then pouring the things according to how we assumed the back of the box would tell us to. Things go according to plan, and soon enough we have a solid batch of brownies.
Hey.
Whew, free brownies. Wait. Joseph has a little dot of batter on his nose. Wow, Richard, way to use those dad skills. I bet you've baked a few box mixes in your time. His nose. Joseph? All we have to do is bring these to the bake sale, and voila, duty done.
Oh.
Now help me find Christy. Keep your eye out for a pony that sparkles. Joseph, hold still.
Huh?
Woo! What? Thumb in position. And got it.
Hey.
Joseph's eyes go wide as I gently wipe the chocolate off his nose. Is he blushing? Woo! Oh, thanks. No problem. In less than a second, I've licked the batter off my finger. It's a really good batter.
Yeah.
We should find Christy. Yes, we should. Do that, Richard. Joseph quickly composes himself.
Oh.
All right, she can't be far. You take the delta position, and I'll watch your 6. Do you even know what that means?
Wink.
Alpha Tango Sparkle, Roger, Roger. Joseph starts making his way down the hall and calls back to me. Take the brownies and the rest of the stuff I baked earlier today while I get Christy. We'll meet you out by the car.
Oh, yeah.
Bake sale! Joseph, Christy, and I arrive at the church parking lot to find fold-out tables and pop-up tents already set up. Looks like the bake sale is already in full swing. Wow, this place is packed. Is this packed? There are a few people milling around. Must be a value pack. If you can count a city's population on your fingers and toes, this counts as packed. Point. Christy rockets out of the car and into the lot. Is she running on jet fuel? I want to sell brownies!
Oh.
Okay, let's get set up. I want to see Mom!
Yeah.
She's down by the other row of tables helping out with another group. Want to go over there and tell her I said hi? Mom! Christy zips off immediately. Joseph seems unconcerned. Does she always run that fast?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can only catch her half the time. These knees aren't what they used to be. I remember when Amanda was her age. I couldn't get her to sit still for 5 seconds.
Oh.
Yep, great age to deal with.
Yeah.
While Christy's gone, Joseph and I arrange all of our baked goods on the table and settle in. So, are we allowed to eat any of our own goods?
Oh.
Look, if I don't see nothing, I don't say nothing. The man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches. Does he actually?
Hey.
Joseph shrugs. He eats a brownie. It looks like some of the other stalls are selling drinks, little handmade crafts, and other sweets. Whoa, someone brought a soft serve ice cream machine. I gesture to it. How are we supposed to compete with that? Please, this isn't my first time to the rodeo. The bake sale rodeo.
Oh.
There is actually no rodeo here. It's just a bake sale.
Yeah.
I think you and I put together can make one pretty convincing argument for these brownies, don't you? Oh yeah, we absolutely can. I do not want to eat another brownie,
Oh.
but we got this. We high five. We got this. If you bake it, they will come.
Yeah.
It's not long before we have our first customers. Hi, Matt.
Hey.
Hey, dude. Hiya. Matt, Carmencita, great to see you guys out here.
Hey.
Happy to support a good cause. Plus, you know, as the owner and proprietor of the Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked goods, I have to scope out the competition. Joseph leans close to me. This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes. So, what recipe did you use for these brownies? Don't say you used the box recipe. Don't say you used the box recipe. We improvised. I just let the baking spirit move through me, you know? A little bit of flour here, a pinch of salt there. It's sort of like an interpretive dance, but with cooking. Interpretive cooking, yes. You can never make the same thing twice. Every batch is special. There will never be another batch of brownies with the exact flavor sensation that these right here have.
Oh.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Matt.
Oh.
All right. We'll take 2. Actually, we'll take 3. I ring them up and high-five Joseph as our happy customers walk away. See? Not so hard. Yeah, I'm hot off the good feeling from the last sale. Who's next? We sell brownies to a bunch of people I don't recognize, but who clearly know Joseph. Eventually, another familiar face pops up. Richard! Brian! It's Brian! Close enough. Can we interest you two in any of our fine sweets and treats? You sure can. I bet I could eat 10 brownies. Must resist urge to be competitive. Let the man buy his brownies. It's fine. Brownies. Just do it. So we'll put you down for 10? Ha! Better make it just 2. 1 for me and 1 for Daisy. Coming right up. You excited for youth group movie night, Daisy? Yeah, what's the movie? It's a surprise. Joseph leans over to me.
Oh.
It's The Fast and the Furious. Really?
Hey.
If you think about it, there's some heavy religious undertones. Joseph hands a baggie to Daisy.
Oh.
I made sure to give you guys the edges. Clearly the superior part of the brownie topography. Thanks, Joseph. You're so wrong, Brian. It's always the middles. The gooey, delectable middles. Cringe. Our 2 customers walk off with their purchases. Joseph and I survey our stock.
Hey.
These are selling pretty hot. At this rate, we'll have enough money to pay for a new paint job on the church pews in no time. Wait, what happened to the pews? Ernest spray painted his rapper alias onto them. Young Steinbeck. I would have gone for Young Man in the Sea, but I can respect that. Speaking in ministerial terms, Ernest is hard to reach.
Oh.
In father terms, Ernest is kind of a turd. Being a cool youth minister seems like a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
It is, but it's worth it.
Oh.
Although, sometimes I wish... Never mind. What? It's kind of silly, but...
Oh.
Do you ever wish you could just drop everything and go lounge around on a beach somewhere in the tropics? Drink fruity, blended beverages, fall asleep on a hammock. You know, basically live out a Jimmy Buffett song. Yes. Joseph, I think about this every single day of my life. My dream is to live in Margaritaville.
Oh.
One day, my friend. One day we'll be on island time. We make a couple more sales to some more church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Off in the distance, I spot my old buddy Craig. Craig!
Hey.
He's gonna be a hard sell. Craig's a fitness man. I think he comes to these bake sales to test himself. to see if he has the resolve to refuse processed sugar.
Oh.
Are you sure you're ready for this? We go way back. I got this. I don't know if I got this. Craig jogs up to our table, with Briar and Hazel in tow. They're each finishing an ice cream cone, so it's unlikely we're gonna sell them on brownies too. Probably won't be able to sell to the baby. She's impossible to read. It all comes down to Craig.
Oh.
Hey, bros. Hi, Uncle Joseph. Hi, Amanda's dad. Would you be interested in one of our delicious homemade brownies? I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna click this and then Richard's gonna be like, remember this one time where you insert gross story here? But you know, it's fine. If I can hook onto the nostalgia, we'll try that. Hey Craig, when we were freshmen, remember how our next door neighbors pranked us by switching out our laundry detergent with soap and how the washing machine exploded with suds? I have a feeling this was a bad choice. And then we decided to get back at them by baking brownies for them, but sprinkling high-intensity hot sauce into the mix, and then we watched them cry after eating it. I would feel bad, but we had to clean up the laundry room ourselves. Anyway, these brownies are like that, but without the hot sauce. Maybe you should get one more, for old time's sake?
Oh.
Craig thinks for a second. Well, the girls just want a game. You know what? We'll take one for each of us. Oh!
Hey?
Even River?
Oh.
I'll eat hers. You've got yourself a deal. Ah, we got the eggplants, yes. The day winds down and we're pretty much out of items to sell. Everyone starts packing up. Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in Joseph's folding chair. Boxed mix, huh?
Come on.
Mary saunters up to us. She looks like she'd rather be anywhere else than here.
Oh.
Oh, hi, honey. Yep, they're selling like hotcakes. Which is... actually, they're just brownies. Cute. And boring. And safe. Hey, Mary. Mary's eyes dart over to me. What's the rookie doing here?
No.
I was just hoping to introduce Richard to the rest of the community. Uh-huh. You get a load of this freak show? What? Weird folk is all. Holier than thou types. Don't you think, Richard? Mary. Let the kid answer the question. They seem nice. They all seem like they're really excited to help out the church. That's pretty cool, I guess. Mary, can we talk about this later? Oh, am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Joseph doesn't respond, trying his hardest to keep his cool. Can we please talk about this later?
Oh my god.
Sure thing, honey bear. Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash. Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm in charge of the funds here. I hand over the cash we've made. It feels like a hefty wad, if I may say so myself. Thanks.
Hey.
Now give me your wallet. What? Give me your wallet. You think this church is gonna fix itself? Mary. I'm kidding. Sorry, I'll work on the whole pretending to be happy thing. Mary leans in and whispers to me. He's really good at it. Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh. I'm really sorry about that. Are you okay? Brownies? This brownie will alleviate the situation.
Oh.
I take a brownie and split it in half, offering it to Joseph. He takes it. We eat. How's that feel? Better.
Oh.
You ready to head out? Joseph and I load the folding tables back into my car. Christy nods off the moment Joseph straps her into the car seat.
Hey?
I drop Joseph off in front of his house. A small yawn sneaks out of me. Looks like I tuckered you out, huh? I'm a sleepy dad. I think I might finally be crashing from all the sugar. I won't keep you up then. Thanks for helping out today. Happy to do it. Also, happy to eat brownies. Well, next time I promise we'll do something a bit more exciting and a bit less free labor, and I'm very sorry about the whole thing with Mary. You shouldn't have had to see that. It's fine, really.
Yeah.
I know, but first hangout domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me.
Eh.
Let me make it up to you next time. It won't be Margaritaville, but we'll do something fun. Promise. I smile. I'd like that.
Hey.
Oh, and one last thing. Joseph tosses a cling-wrapped brownie through the window. It hits me in the face, but I'm able to catch it. It's the last one. You earned it. Joseph, please don't leave me alone with this brownie. Nope, too late. I'm already walking away. But, bye. Joseph walks up to his home. He waves at me before carrying Christy inside. Well, looks like it's just you and me, Brownie. Save the brownie for later. I pocket the brownie. This might come in handy down the road. I step inside to find Amanda doing homework on the couch. Hey, father unit. Hi, child that I'm required by law to care for. How's homework? It's really fun and educational. Really?
Yeah.
How long have you known me for? Right. How was the bake sale? Good. I think I really could have made a good life for myself as a brownie salesman. Glad to hear it. So what? Were there any extra brownies? Or did you maybe sneak one? Or... I think for a moment and realized that I still have that brownie that Joseph gave me. This would probably do better in someone else's stomach than in mine. Heads up! Wait! I hurl the brownie towards Amanda. It hits the wall behind her and falls on the ground. Nice throw. She scoops it up and smiles at me. Thanks, Pops. Hey, if you're not gonna go to bed anytime soon, would you be game for some real shark hunters of Orange County? I thought the last hunter got eaten by a shark. He did. I slid down next to her and cozy up with a blanket. Awesome. Woo! I'm thinking I'm not gonna get an S, but yeah, listen. You cannot blame me. This man is a delight. There's just so much shit going on with him. Yay!
That was great.
I did it. He's a delightful man. There's just shit going on with him. And
Welcome.
it could have been better. Dad is on. Hi, this is Steven from Dad Mazon. I'm out front with your delivery. Boo. Oh, okay, yes, I'll be right down. Is this gonna be the butterflies one? Wait, no, sorry, I need to put on pants first. I can't find my pants, but I'm wrapped from waist down in a duvet. Are you cool with that? I can come back tomorrow. Nope, wait, I found some sensible capris. Let's go. If it's the butterflies, then I'll just, like, be done for the evening, because we only got a few minutes left on stream. Not enough to go through even a little bit of a route. Ooh, I got a package. I wonder what it is. Oh, I bet it's that package of socks I ordered. I open up the box and start pulling the packing peanuts out. Man, these socks reek. Is it still the butterflies? I don't know why it would be the butterflies. No! It is gonna be the butterflies because I have one heart with Damien right now. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's head back to the main menu then. Yeah, let's go to the main menu. I thought it was a different Dad Mazon. I was thinking maybe potentially there would be more than one. But we've only got 3 minutes left on stream, so I'm probably just gonna end it a tiny bit early. Just a tiny bit early. Because I can do what I want, but also we would not be able to go through a good amount of Joseph's route. Which is a shame. Again, just like playing it back, I'm like, yeah, I get it. He's a delight. I don't care how much you guys may shame me. He is a delight, genuinely, and I adore his family. Absolutely, Wolfgang! Thank you for joining me on Goth Dad Prep Dad Hours. Even though you were being a little bit silly, a little bit of a corgi. Maybe I'll just play this game sometime on my own time. It seems like they added a lot of new content for the Dad Director's Cut via the messaging system. So, I wonder what else I missed. So you are silly. You're silly. Pasta's silly. Twink's silly. Everybody's silly and goofy in chat.